Yo, so how's it going? So I'm gonna be going over my picks for tonight's UFC 299 pay-per-view happening in Miami, Florida. First fight in the card: Jaron Wood versus Marina Moores. I'm gonna go with Marina Moores. To be honest, I'm not impressed with either of these two, but Wood is pretty long in the tooth. She's getting older. She's not gonna really do much. So I'm gonna pick Moores by decision. CJ Vera versus, not gonna try attempt to say that his name. I'm gonna go with Asu, the guy from Kazakhstan. Other guy missed weight for like the third time. Other guy's on a hot streak. CJ Vera's gonna get submitted out, say round one. Now Robel's, people say he's the Cuban Francis Ngannou versus Josh Parson. I think it's pretty obvious what they're doing here. They want this guy to obviously smoke the other guy, which I believe is gonna happen. Probably first round KO is the best bet. That's not much to say about it because the other guy's not. I don't think the other guy's high enough leveled skill to drag it on to take him into second and third round. Michel Pereira versus Mikel. Going to Michel Pereira. This is a risky pick because yes, he has power and agility and speed and athleticism, but he's too flashy and gasses himself out. So I'm gonna go with the under the belief that he's not going to be going crazy, throwing capoeira kicks, flipping all over the cage. If he stays fundamental, then I believe he's going to catch him and get a first round knockout. Ion Cutelaba versus Philippe Lins. I believe Ion Cutelaba is better all around than Philippe Lins, but it's just his chin is so bizarre. He can look so dominant and have good grappling, have good striking, good power, and then just take one strike and he's done. So I'm going to go with Ion Cutelaba. First round KO. Now Pedro Munoz is Kyler Phillips. I believe Kyler Phillips might be a bit overrated in this fight. I think Pedro, yes, he's older. He's not the same man he was. He still has power. So I'm going to go with Kyler Phillips, a decision, but I wouldn't be shocked if Munoz steals a couple of those rounds. So I'm going to go Mateusz Gamrot versus Rafael Dos Anjos. I'm going with Mateusz Gamrot pretty easy. I believe he's going to knock him out in the first round. I generally believe that. He's going to take him down, get some nasty ground and pound, and TKO him. Pretty dominant win, I'd say. And then Caitlin, no longer Jukagian, Sarah Mena versus Macy Barber. And listen, Macy Barber had that one good showing. This is a toss-up. I believe Barber should win on paper, but I wouldn't be shocked if Caitlin gets a decision. So actually, no, I take that back. It seems like Macy Barber cannot lose a decision, no matter how clear she lost the fight. She always will win a decision. So I'm gonna go Macy Barber decision actually. So Curtis Blades versus Jailton Almeida. Honestly, ever since Almeida's last fight, I cannot stand his fights at the fight style. 5 rounds against short Lewis. 5 rounds against a short notice Derek Lewis. Had him in full mount multiple occasions in the fight, multiple minutes on end, and did nothing. So I'm gonna go with Curtis Blades decision. Blades is gonna be cocky and try wrestle. I think that'll catch him and get submitted, but I'm gonna go Curtis Blades decision. So Piotr Yan versus Song Yadong. Honestly, I don't know what to expect from this fight. So Piotr has not looked good. Granted, he's been fighting the best guys, but he's not looked good, I think, since the Suga O'Malley fight back in 2022. So I'm gonna go with Piotr decision. However, I would not be surprised if I think Song's gonna win the first round maybe, and he'll win first half of the second round and then start to fade and get outpointed. I think that might happen. So I'm gonna go with Piotr Yan decision. Now Gilbert versus Jack Della Maddalena. I'm gonna go with Jack Della Maddalena. If he can stop pulling guillotine and jumping guillotine, he will dominate Gilbert Burns. Burns has a pretty obvious weakness with straight shots. Burns, I don't know. If Burns could take him down, I think that'll be obviously his most success. So I'm gonna go with Jack Della Maddalena. Maybe a third round TKO. I wouldn't be shocked if he. I would be shocked if he does not drop him. To be completely honest, so I'm gonna go Jack Della Maddalena, third round TKO. Kevin Holland versus Michael Page, again, another one of these fights that you kind of gotta base things off of what you think's gonna happen, not really based on like any like, because neither not Holland, Michael Page, he has not fought in the UFC. It's his debut, so this will be a real showing of where his skills are at. Because Bellator and UFC doesn't always translate correct all the way, right? Yes, there's outliers like Michael Chandler and Eddie Alvarez, but that's not always the case. So I'll be ballsy with this. I'm gonna go Kevin Holland, Michael Venom Page, first round KO. I know it's a crazy pick, but hey. And then co-main event, 5 rounds. I'm gonna go with Benoit Saint Denis, first round submission. I think he's gonna drop Dustin, land some ground and pound, and arm triangle choke him. That's my prediction. Now, main event, Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. Now, I believe Sugar is going to win. I think, honestly, this may sound like a hot take, but I think he's going to knock Chito out. I think in the third round, Sean's going to catch him with a looping left hook, drop Chito, ground and pound. Chito's only chance to win this is to obviously kick his legs, but yes, he has knockouts, but his wins have not been aging the best. The Pedro Munoz fight where he barely beat him, 29-28 across the board. The Corey Sandhagen fight, dominated, 50-45. All lost every single round, couldn't do anything. The Rob Font fight, that fight is not age right good at all. The Dominic Cruz fight where he was losing that fight up until the knockout, and that was against an old Cruz. I don't know. I think obviously Chito can beat O'Malley. He's done in the past, but I wouldn't be. And granted, also he had a really bad weight cut, so I wouldn't be shocked if O'Malley. I'll be shocked if O'Malley does not finish him. I think O'Malley's gonna knock him out round 3. So those are my picks. Tell me what you think down below. See ya.